Hello and welcome to Buchcover-Designer. Yeah, my name is Swain and I'm not working for Buchcover-Designer, but I work with them and they asked me to tell you something about my experience as an author and as a self-publisher. So whoever listened to the last two episodes knows that I was publishing my books first with a publisher, made some different experiences, and in the beginning of the 2000 years, I published my own books. So publishing my own books means I have to take care of everything. I have to proofread the books, I have to edit the books from the inside, I have to organize the book cover, and of course after publishing it with KDP I have to do some marketing. So whatever you hear about marketing on the internet, or if you buy a book about marketing for self-publishers, some things you read, that's absolutely fine and you get some ideas, but there is no ABC. So there is nothing that you can say, well, if I want to publish a book and marketing a book, I have to do it like this or I have to do it like that. It's always a question of the context. It's always a question about your target group. You have to know your target group. You have to know what do they want, and very important, you have to know a lot about competitors, because when you look at the book market, there are so many books outside every year. So many books get published. So for that reason, you really have to know what is going on, and it's not enough to publish a book, for example, on KDP, and to think, well, now it's selling like hotcake. No, that's not the point. And it's not even to take maybe some $5 or $10 a day in your hand and try to advertise the book on Amazon, because that might work, but it also might not work. And the other thing is, if you publish a book on KDP, if it's available on Amazon, I don't know what it is, but people work mostly against each other instead of working with each other. So as soon as there's a book advertised on Amazon from a self-publisher, I can see quite often that there are some 1 or 2 star ratings just to bring the title down and prevent that title from getting sold on Amazon. So for that reason, you really need a strategy, and the strategy, important with the strategy is that first, you know your target group. You must build up a kind of target group for yourself, so for people reading your book. So how to do that? That is very specific and depends what books you're writing. In my case, I've told you in the 2 other episodes, I'm publishing mostly very special books with a very special target group. So they get sold because the target group knows what I'm writing. But if you, for example, if you are publishing a novel, there are so many novels outside, you have to reach a certain amount of people. They can read your book, they see what you're writing, and they are excited about what you're writing. It takes some time. It's not that you publish one book and everyone is excited about your book. No, it takes some time. It takes some time to really get people into your publications, into your books, and it's step by step, one step after the other, that people get interested in your books and they are telling others that they have to read the book. So this is a little bit time consuming. It takes some time, and sometimes people get crazy about why is it not going towards my goal I have set for myself. Why is it that I haven't sold so many copies, blah blah and so on. So take your time, and it's not only one book you have to publish another book, a third book, a fourth book, and don't publish them too fast. So what I mean is, always keep some time between the first publication and the second and the second and the third and so on, so that people have enough time to read your book and they are not, how shall I say, it's not that you bring your books onto the market like a tsunami, for example. Yeah, so give your readers some time that they can experience your story, and then they are waiting maybe for the next book. So that is very important. And how can you do that? That you reach some readers, for example, via Facebook. Yeah, that's an opportunity. That's a possibility. Maybe via Instagram, maybe via a website. But the best thing that people get interested in your books is always mouth to mouth, and that they are talking to each other, and maybe that you give them some copies of your book that they can read it and they can give it to some other people, and so on and so on. So as I say, it takes some time. Don't get nervous if the first sales are not as good as you expected. And this should be that for today. Next week I carry on, and I'm talking a little bit more about the marketing. It's about really getting a feeling for it. So for today I say thanks very much for listening, and if you liked it, please give us a thumb up, tell others that the channel on YouTube is available, and thanks for listening, and see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.